Before we get into this video, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, hit it now, smash the notification bell. Let's get into the video.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Hey yo, what is up guys, and welcome to episode 1 of the Premier League predictions 2021-2022. And so I'm doing a series this year. It's a bit like Togden's series. It's the same as Togden's series, but I'm going to have a guest on every week for the predictions, and we'll see who gets the most points by the end of the season, and we'll see basically who's the winner, me or the guests. So yeah, today we have FPL Penguin. Thanks very much for coming on for the first episode, and don't forget to click the link in the description. He's down there and you can check out his channel. So once again, thanks very much for him sending in the videos to me, and don't forget to like, subscribe, leave your comments down below, and enjoy the video. So first up we have Brentford versus Arsenal. I don't know, I think Branford could show a bit of a chance this season. I think they will stay up. It'll be tight enough. I think they could be in the relegation zone for a while, but I think they can make it up over Christmas maybe. Depends what kind of fixtures they have. I think they might finish 16th or 17th in the league. They'll just stay up anyway. I just think they're not going to get their first win anyway. The first ever game in the Premier League, I don't think they're going to win it. I think it's going to be 2-0 to Arsenal. Probably Lacazette and maybe Saka getting goals. Let's see what FPL Penguin says.
Hello FPL Central, thank you so much for having me on your channel. These are my predictions for Gameweek 1, Brentford versus Arsenal. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win for Arsenal. And
next up we have Man United versus Leeds. Leeds were very good last season, was in 9th place or 8th place. I think they're going to go for the Conference League this year. I think that's the best kind of tournament to be in, is the Conference League, and make a couple of good signings. But they're playing Man United in the first game week, and they've obviously brought in Sancho and stuff. Luke Shaw might be playing, Dean Henderson won't be playing, I don't think, but I mean Varane and all that. I'm going to say 2-1 to Man United. I think it's going to be a tough game, but let's see what FPL Penguin says.
Manchester United versus Leeds, 6-2 last time out. Is it going to be something similar? I think it could be quite a tight game this time round, but I'm going to say probably 4-2 to Manchester United. 4-2 this time round, but with the Leeds fans back too, but I'm going to say 4-2. Next
up we have Burnley versus Brighton. A lot of people are saying Brighton, for FPL, and I have Sanchez in goals, so I'm going to hope for a clean sheet in game week 1 against Burnley. I'm going to say 1-0 to Brighton, and let's see what FPL Penguin says.
Burnley versus Brighton, I'm going to say for this game, it probably feels a bit like a snooze fest. We know Brighton's got their injuries. I'm going to say probably a 1-1 draw in this game.
And next up we have, the fourth game, we have Chelsea versus Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace, obviously, we don't know what they're going to be like. A lot of people think they're going to get relegated, but they brought in a couple of good young players now, to be fair. And never know what Patrick Vieira could be like. Chelsea, champions of Europe, I think they're going to finish second in the league this year. It's going to be a tough title race this season, between the top 4 and 5 teams. I'm going to say 3-1 to Chelsea. I'm going to predict, now you're hearing it right here now, Timo Werner's going to score twice, Kai Havertz is going to score as well, and Timo Werner's going to assist that. So let's see what FPL Penguin says.
Chelsea versus Palace. How's this game going to go? I see a clean sheet for Chelsea. I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to say a 2-0 win for Chelsea. Next
up we have Everton versus Southampton. Southampton were the worst team in the world nearly after Christmas last season. Everton obviously finished 10th last season under Ancelotti, but he left or he was sacked. Now they have Rafa Benitez, obviously former Liverpool manager. I'm a Liverpool fan. Townsend was brought in. Apparently he's brought in just to run down the wing and swing the balls into DCL. So I've voted him in my fantasy team. Hopefully that's what happens. So I'm going to say 2-0 to Everton, but James might be leaving, so it could be a tough game. You never know what Southampton's like, but 2-0 to Everton. Let's see what FPL Penguin says.
Everton versus Southampton. How Everton going to do under the Rafa era? it's going to be interesting, but I'm going to say a 2-1 win for Everton this game. Play it safe.
Leicester versus Wolves, I'm just going to say 2-1 to Leicester, Vardy and Iheanacho to score.
Leicester versus Wolves, I think in the last few games it's been a bit of a snooze fest, not many goals in the last few meetings, so I'm going to say probably a 1-1 draw in this game.
Next up we have Watford versus Aston Villa. Villa, I think Ollie Watkins is going to score twice, and maybe El Ghazi to score in it. The third goal, I'm going to say 3-1 to Villa. Let's see what FPL Penguin says.
So we've got Watford versus Aston Villa. I'm going to say in this game another promoted team. I'm going to say a clean sheet for Villa. I'm going to say a 2-0 win for Aston Villa.
Next up we've got Norwich versus Liverpool. Obviously my team Liverpool. The last time they played Norwich won the league, so yeah, I think they're going to win the league. I'm going to say 4-1 to Liverpool, Salah hat-trick, Sadio Mane score, and yeah, let's see what FPL Penguin says.
Norwich versus Liverpool. I'm going to say in this game, being a Liverpool fan, I'm looking forward to watching this. I'm going to play it safe again. I'm going to say a 3-0 win for Liverpool.
An ultimate game, we've got Newcastle versus West Ham. I'm going a bit outside the box here. I'm going to say 2-2 draw. I think it could be a tight one because, you know, like Steve Bruce, they played well last season, but it was obviously Joe Willock who was scoring a lot of goals. But I'm going to say 2-2 draw. Let's see what FPL Penguin says.
Sunday now, Newcastle versus West Ham. Now West Ham have lost to Newcastle in the last 3 meetings. So it's going to be a tight game. I think both teams are going to score. I'm going to say West Ham just to edge it, and I'm going to say 2-1 win for West Ham.
Not least for our game week 1 predictions, we've got Tottenham versus Man City. Obviously Man City, the Premier League champions. Tottenham are going to be more defensive. They've obviously signed Romero for 50 million, which is a bit too much for a defender. But he could be good, you never know. He is a decent player, but I'm going to say 2-1 Man City. Let's see what FPL Penguin says.
Spurs versus Man City is a huge game. Where's Harry Kane going to end up? He's going to say Spurs are going to be with City. My prediction for this game is I can't pick out who's going to pick up the win, so I'm going to say a 1-1 draw in this game.
Once again, guys, I'd like to say a big thank you to FPL Penguin for coming on here, taking his time to predict the games for us. And yeah, we'll see who's going to win the first game week. It'll be me or FPL Penguin. But yeah, so don't forget to click the link in the description below and subscribe to him if you haven't already. You probably have though. But yeah, so yeah, please like, subscribe, leave your comments down below. Peace.